But I'm a Cheerleader is a 1999 comedy directed by Jamie Babbit, which aimed to shine a satirical light on the 20th century stereotypes which are negatively affecting the LGBT community. At the time, the strong butch, weak femme narrative, prevalent in the 50s and 60s, was fizzling out amongst the new generation entering the community. The 50s styling of the film depicts the shedding of that suppression within the culture. Jan, the most supposedly visibly queer character, has been told that she must be a lesbian because she was molested, and she looks like one. Jan is a living, breathing stereotype of what a lesbian looks like to the adults at True Directions, but also to the audience watching.
I mean, everybody thinks I'm this big dyke because I wear baggy pants, I play softball, and I'm not as pretty as other girls, but it doesn't make me gay.
Jan tries repeatedly to come out as a straight woman, but is shut down by Mike and Mary. Jan is a character who has been pigeonholed into identities, both by the adults at the facility and the audience watching. Graham, played by Claire Duvall, is one of the two characters that is actually played by an LGBT person, the other being RuPaul. Her presentation as the confident butch is perhaps the most realistic representation in the film. The other characters, though they are satirical, seem to be pushing some possibly harmful stereotypes about gay people. Graham is allowed to be both the saviour and the saved, swapping roles with Natasha Lyonne's character Megan in the latter half of the film. Graham and Megan's relationship begins as a traditional butch-femme relationship, ironically mirroring Mary's traditionalist views on gender roles in relationships. Megan is a cheerleader. She has a football player boyfriend and she gets good grades. All the workings of the archetypal mean girl in contemporary teen movies of the 90s. However, Natasha Lyonne's Megan is a friendly, somewhat naive presence at True Directions. Megan's intervention is the first time she comes to find that she isn't quite normal in the eyes of friends and family. Her Melissa Etheridge poster, vaginal flower patterns and tofu are all described as gay iconography. Megan rightfully points out that those things don't make her a lesbian, but is shot down. To Megan, her attraction to women doesn't make her a lesbian. The irony of Megan's intervention is that if it never happened, she would likely have married a man and lived an unintentionally closeted life as a straight woman. But I'm a Cheerleader focuses on identities and how they may differ from assumptions. In 1999, there was an ongoing fight for gay rights and against the harmful stereotypes that the AIDS crisis had inflicted across the community. Babbit hoped that the film would help to tackle stereotypes, and though the film was a box office flop, earning just $2.2 million in the US, the film continues to be an iconic lesbian movie.